Hello guys, I'm going to be starting up a new character for this series that I'm making called From Rags to Making Racks. And since I bought the Criminal Enterprise pack, I had to do all of this buying businesses stuff so that Rockstar thinks that my character is going to make money using them. But really I'm just going to do some separate missions. And I sped up the footage so that it doesn't take so long. And I'm right here I'm just randomizing my character's traits. It doesn't matter what I put. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to name him Juan. Now, if you didn't already read the title of the video, I'm going to be doing the Drug Wars missions, which allows you access to the Freak Shop, and also allows you to buy the Acid Lab, which is a great business for solo players. Alright, so it was at this point that I realized that I had not finished the tutorial, nor had I unlocked the Freak Shop, because I didn't do the first Drug Wars mission called Welcome to the Troop. So I needed to finish the tutorial by calling over my vehicle that I purchased from the Criminal Enterprise pack, going over to Lamar's weapons drop, and then doing my office work. And so I'll just cut to the part where I finish this and I'm going over to the Drug Wars missions. Alright, so now that I'm done with the tutorial and I've made it over to Liquor Ace, I can finally do the Drug Wars missions. I forgot to include the location on the map, but it is in the Sandy Shores area next to the other Ron mission, which is for the hangar, but we don't have enough money for that. And this guy tried to join me, but I'm just gonna kick him for video purposes. And in this mission, in this video, I mean, I, for some reason, dedicated to mainly using the pistol, but at some point, I did switch over to the Mark II version.
Are you ready to see this little man weep? Here comes the violence! No! But I'm gonna...
Don't just stand there! Help me!
Whoa! Shut the fuck up! Who the fuck are you?
My friend. That's my friend. And he is extremely dangerous.
Extremely dangerous.
Yes, extremely.
Yeah, I can tell you've seen some shit. Walked in here like it's a fucking tea party. Not a snitch, are ya? Know anything about the eggs on Mount Chiliad?
Lab rat! Right here, Jax! Hey! Right here!
This is my personal physician. Lab Rat wouldn't go anywhere without him. Lab Rat, this is our new friend, Fresh Meat. Doesn't seem to know much about the eggs on Mount Chiliad. So what do you recommend we give him as a first dose into the fucking truth, man? Me first, of course.
Okay, well, as your physician, let's see, I recommend a baseline of cocaine. And then 5 big hits off of the pen.
only guy who can get a breakthrough DMT dose in a vape.
And then some of the new phenethylamine my assistant's been working on to get your oxytocin levels right. And we'll finish with a little something I like to call snake sweat. Half mescaline, half scopolamine. Now that'll take you the rest of the way!
Yeah! Perfect. Dosage?
Well, as your physician under the circumstances, I recommend a lot!
Exactly my thoughts. Now, same for them.
Ah, shit, I gotta restock.
Alright, walk with me. You know a guy by the name of Wade? Hey, he's in our troop. Really smart. He called me a few weeks back and told me the going was good here, and boy was he right. It's got everything a human being needs to survive, from convenience stores to unregulated pharmacies, and nothing that we don't need. We're doing something big here.
We gotta go. Chef is fucked up.
This isn't some clinical trial, amigo. Your bro was balls deep into lab rat special sauce before we could say the frickin' B word.
Okay, whatever, but we gotta go. These crazies, they started their own gang war with the Lost. They stole a bunch of their bikes, their meth. It's not safe here. Ah!
This luchadora, she runs our wrestling league.
BDKD, bro. Welcome to the troop.
Troop Wrestling League? You're not gonna join these weirdos, are you?
Hey, you strange little wiry man. Anyone can join the troop, okay?
This is insane. I gotta wake Chef up.
I can see you're a bottom line kind of
gotta go.
person, so here it is. We're new in town, but we've got a plan. I want every trust fund baby, pinstripe suit, middle manager, snapmatic influencer, and public servant stripped to the waist in the LS River, huffing whippets, shit in their pants, screaming at the top of their lungs that nothing fucking matters!
But Uncle Dog! It's those biker assholes. They're stealing the RV.
Fuckers, of course they are! Get other people out of here!
On it. Move! Fucking move!
Help us get out of this and we'll cut you into the deal. Fuck up these bikers and get my RV back, and it's Los Santos time, baby! Woo! Get over to the roof! Show me your butthole, fellas! Yo, find some cover!
Now, you're gonna need to have some good headshot aim for all of these missions, or else in the later missions when there's a lot more enemies, you're gonna die pretty easily. So, yeah. Alright, so Dax is gonna mention how there's a boat nearby, and you're just gonna want to drive to like the shore and wait for it to spawn on your mini map, and you know, make your way over to Miller's Fishery.
Oh shit! They got Charlie! I need to reload! Fucking punk!
Alright, so right here I immediately went straight for the RV, which is a stupid idea because I almost died right here. And I also need to add that snacks are really good for healing up, and to get snacks you purchase them from a store nearby, and it'll give you a limited amount, but you know, limited is better than none at all. Alright, so now that we've made it, Dax is obviously going to get inside the RV, and then he's going to tell us to take him to an abandoned warehouse, which he will call the Freak Shop. And after we're done with the 6 first dose missions, we will be able to store the acid lab in there. And now that we're here, we have completed the first mission, and we'll spawn in a new lobby next to the Freak Shop, and it'll take a few seconds for the next mission to respawn, and that will be the second mission. Now, for this episode and future episodes, I will be storing the money inside of the cash section of the money overlay, and that is the darker green section. Shortly after you pass his booth, while you're on the freeway transitioning into normal streets, the Lost MC will try to set your supplies on fire, and shortly after they try to, it will set on fire, because that's a part of the mission. Now when it does set on fire, you're going to want to hold the right on D-pad so you can let go of that, and then after that, Dax will tell you to drive to the Lost MC Clubhouse, which is in the casino area. Now what I did right there was insanely stupid and it cost me a life. Later, I ended up losing this mission because I did that so stupidly and I lost that life. Now that you've killed them, you're gonna come into the clubhouse and then you're gonna search for the plants. There's gonna be some weed right there. You're gonna steal those later. You're gonna find a bag like somewhere around that room and where the weed is, and then you're gonna come in here and the plant should be spawning in here, and then you're just gonna obviously take a photo and send it to Dax, and then he's gonna tell you to steal some stuff while you're at it. So then the bag should be somewhere around that room. And now you're just gonna wanna spam X or A if you're on Xbox. Yeah, there will be some enemies that came for backup, but they should be pretty easy to kill. So now that you've killed them, and after I just crashed, you're gonna take the weed to the freak shop, and it's obviously gonna be a pretty quick drive because you're already there. I don't know how I pulled that off and just flew over that thing, but that was pretty cool. After I spawn back into a new lobby, I'm just gonna wait for the third mission to show up. Now, for some reason, this took quite a while. I'm not sure why, but if you're watching the video, then you probably could have skipped over to see. There. Now he called me, and now we can start up the third mission. That is my assistant calling me from the CEO warehouse. But I won't even get started with that. until future episodes. Now this is my least favorite mission from the Drug Wars for a reason. This mission, there's so many enemies and you get so little progress from blowing up the property. And it just sucks so bad. Now you should also blow up those huge oil tankers, which I will be doing right now. And around some of these like RV trailers, there will be some pipe bombs that you can get out of a crate, and you just need to not die while you're getting them, or else obviously you'll lose a life. And that makes this mission a whole lot easier because you can just huck those pipe bombs at the like cars and motorcycles. Don't use them on the oil tankers because you're just wasting them. Just use your gun. It doesn't take that much bullets to destroy them. I obviously picked one up right there and threw it at a motorcycle. This part of the mission is also why it's my least favorite, because of the amount of enemies, and you're not going to know where the meth is if you're a beginner player. So that's one location. There's going to be a guy right there, and then there's going to be a guy on the pier, but you're just going to want to come down here so that it's much quieter and you don't get shot as much. And then I just killed these guys right here with some of the pipe bombs as well that I got from the last part of the mission. And then I picked up those two, and then I went for the pier, and I picked up those two as well. And I killed some more of these guys, ate some snacks. And then if you go down this path, it's much more quieter, and you only really have to deal with one enemy. You can just run past the rest. And this is going to be the location of some more meth. And this guy, he doesn't do much damage. It's really easy to kill him. But then also this guy, you might not know like exactly where he is, and because of the angle, you won't be able to see him. But yeah, there was some down there. And then after you're done with that, you're gonna come around to this warehouse and kill some more enemies before, because you were probably gonna get shot inside there. Now that you've gotten those two, you're gonna notice, obviously, that there's one more missing. And the location for the missing one is right there, right in front of the warehouse. And yeah, Dax is gonna tell you to steal the Dodo plane, which is across the pier. And then he's going to tell you to land it in the storm drain next to the freak shop. But please do not crash. Now, this mission is by far the easiest out of all of them. And for the rest of the video, I'm just going to show you really the necessary parts that you need help for. Now, for some reason, when I was driving, these cars just decided to spawn in front of me somehow. And when you get to this place, there's gonna be some explosives that you need. You can also buy them from your interaction menu, but for a beginner, I recommend just picking them up right there. And then after you're done exploding all the labs, find a hippie van, and once you get inside it, and then after you like get all the locations for the other delivery vans, you can just use your own personal vehicle instead of having to drive around this old slow hippie van like what I'm about to do here. Sorry if I didn't mention this before, but if you're still going around stealing cars, you're going to want to pick up this motorcycle for only $15,000, and it's pretty fast, it's pretty good. Now, for some reason, when I was in the middle of this mission, some civilians just decided to ram into me and fling me off of my motorcycle. Guess what happened later? Another civilian just decided to slam into me. Now for this mission, you're going to want to just shoot the drivers in the head and go a little bit away. Throw a grenade at them, or maybe two if you miss. And then just do the same for the other two. Now there's a lot of people at the altruist camp, so you're going to want to make sure you get your headshots in and eat some snacks while you're blowing up the vans. There's also a Valkyrie right here, and you can chuck a grenade at it, but I got lucky when I hit it. But most likely it won't be the same for a beginner, and you're going to end up needing to shoot the driver. A tip for the end of this mission: when you finish it and you spawn in the Paleto Bay area, if you have your spawn point set to the Freak Shop, you could just load into a new session like close friend or invite only, and then it'll just spawn you directly inside of the Freak Shop, and then you could just wait for Dax to call you and pop up with the next mission. Now this mission shouldn't be too hard in the beginning for most people, but in the end, it does get pretty hard. So after you're done with like taking the chemicals, and you need to go to the train switching station, you're gonna have to get there pretty fast because the train is kind of fast, but you still have some time to lose. But you're gonna need to go up these stairs and then pull the lever. And then, as you can see, it made the train crash. Now, this is where the mission does get hard and tedious, and I'm going to cut to that right now. Alright, so there's going to be chemicals in either one of these two crates on each cart, and it'll stay the same cart if you press the restart mission. If you fail this mission, it'll stay in the same order. You just have to memorize. But there is a lot of enemies, and like that buzzard that's just shooting me, you need to take it down, but there's gonna be another one that spawns back. And you also need to take out some of the enemies in here, because they can just mow you down with their machine guns. because the buzzard takes pretty long to keep firing its machine guns, there is a little bit of time that you can have where you're out in the open in front of the buzzard, but it's only like maybe 5 seconds. So you really do need to just get moving and get the chemicals really quickly. Now, after you've gotten all 5 chemicals from those carts, you can go over to the end and steal the Brigade 6x6, which you will then turn into the acid lab at the freak shop. Now there are going to be these stupid enemies, but all you need to do is just not crash and maybe try to kill them, but I think it's best if you just try not to crash and just make your way over back to the freak shop. As you can see, now that we finished the mission, we almost have enough to actually buy the acid lab. But first, we're gonna need to go to a warehouse and actually get the equipment to set up the acid lab. Now I went the wrong way here, and then I tried to go back, and then these civilians got trapped somehow, and I shot at them. But I'll just cut to where I'm done. And here we are at the warehouse, and now it's time to go inside. This part of the setup is a little bit awkward to do because like you always had to pick up the stuff with the forklift and just getting it on the forklift and back off onto the flatbed is kind of weird. And there's also enemies that spawn that you have to kill. Alright, so this is where the acid lab and the bike are. And also, I need to add this weapons part. You can get any weapon and you can also upgrade it to Mark II without needing to beat the level. Now, the heavy sniper, that's my favorite because it does a ton of damage if you know how to aim it properly. Tons of damage, practically one-shot any player who's not wearing body armor. So to get the rest of the money that I needed, which is $750,000 to buy the acid lab, I just decided to do the last dose missions. If you want me to finish the last dose missions in a future episode, just like comment or something.
Stop! Stop right there! Don't take another fucking step or we're all going to die. Okay? Just stay there. The slightest movement could send us all flying.
He's still fucking out there? You still out there,
Yeah,
lab
I'm
rat?
still out here, just hanging on by a thread.
Fresh meat, get over here.
No, don't move!
Don't listen to him. Come on.
No, stop! Don't y'all see? The Earth is just a big round ball, and we're all holding on to it with our feet.
Ah, fuck this.
If our feet let go, we could go flying out into space, man!
I told him not to eat all that acid.
Oh, no, it's not about the acid.
This is for your own good. I'm gonna give you the count of 5 to get off that spot, or I'm gonna turn you into Chuck Steak. 5.
I'm gonna die either way.
Don't test me, lab rat. I'm not fucking around. 4.
Do you know what space sounds like? People screaming.
3.
Tell my mother I love
2,
her.
1, 0.
Hey, what is going on here?
It was for his own good. He shouldn't have taken all that acid.
Oh, shit, he was so right. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
What the fuck was that?
Dunno, just keep driving. We get in, we get out. Keep going.
Copy that.
Man, this new batch is powerful, bro.
What have I told you about firing rocket launchers indoors?
Yeah. Don't talk to me. Tell him.
Come on, Mr. Chemist. Let's go for a walk.
Fuck!
Where we going? Shut up.
Come on!
Who the fuck are those guys?
They've got lab rat! I've got a shot! Shit!
Now, for some odd reason, this mission was extremely hard for me. And I died so many times. So I might as well just show you all the times I died in like a little montage, I guess.
Hey, I fucking like them!
I'm gonna fuck you up for that!
Hey, ass face!
I'm gonna fuck you up for that!
I don't know if this one counts, but I did technically fail the mission.
Fuck you up for that! These assholes won't let up! Anyone who survives this gets a big lump of party money! House.
They're running! Get after them!
Here's where I finally beat the damn mission. I didn't have quite enough money, so I did do the second last dose mission. This mission is extremely easy, so there's pretty much nothing you need to worry about, other than like how you really can't see where most of the enemies are, and you might get killed because of that reason, because this is a kind of tight space. There's a bush right there, and there's overall not much things that you could see. After you corner this hippie boss and get him talking, you're gonna go over to Elsian Island to see what the guys in white plan with Lab Rat is. And now that you've reached Elsian Island, you're gonna wanna come over to this warehouse, and then you're gonna have to do a key sequence, which shouldn't be too hard. And now that we're in, I'm gonna show you where all the clues are. So there's one on this board right here. One right here with the weapons crates. Another one over here. Right over here by the toolboxes. And lastly, right here by the workbench. And then all you have to do is just leave Elsian Island, mission passed, and now you get $20,000. And then, once we load in, we'll get enough money to buy the acid lab.
You want to put an acid lab in this truck? Boom! The future is here! Get inside, let me show you around! I'll be here! Oh, so what do you think?
So once you go inside of the acid lab, Mutt is going to give you a quick little summary about what happens inside of the acid lab. And a little bit more into detail, you're going to want to source supplies until you get the acid lab upgrades. And by speaking to Mutt, you can order supplies for 60k, but you're going to want to do that afterwards. And this is the acid lab production table, and that speeds up your production for 2 times for 30 minutes every 24 hours. And this is where your acid is going to stockpile, and you can sell it. If you speak to Mutt, you can upgrade the acid lab, but you're going to need to do 10 Fooligan missions from Dax. And basically to do that, you're going to want to find him in the freak shop and go over to him, and you could press right on D-pad to speak to him. Or if you're outside of the acid lab, freak shop I mean, you can call him, and then it'll say request work, and you can request a Fooligan job. Now these do have a cooldown of about 50 minutes, so that means it will take about 10 hours to do all the Fooligan missions, but it is a much needed upgrade.